Hey, this is Zoe Williams of the Voice of Reason and Zoe What Morning shows here at Dash Radio. Listen, everybody on YouTube, you guys have been a tremendous support for my shows, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in every week and, participating. But I'm serious than a mug. We need your help on the GoFundMe campaign. We really want to do the VOR radio network, and I'm asking you personally, each and every one of you, we're over nearly 24,000 strong here on the channel. We need you to support by donating. Just click that little button down there and it'll take you directly to the GoFundMe campaign. It's gofundme.com/Zoe Williams. Anything you can do is greatly appreciated. It continues our movement. It continues our forward progress. And I appreciate you all who have already donated. If you can do it again, I thank you so much. Thanks again. Zoe What? I'm out.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Hey man, my homeboy DJ West gave us some new beats. Turn this shit up right now. Let's go. On the Snoop D-O double G side of the game, Pam. Why you turning it down? Shit. Let's go. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of Reason, Dash Talk. Oh my goodness. I got an incredible topic for y'all tonight. I don't even know how y'all gonna deal with this one. If you're just tuning in, the number to dial is 323-230-4610. I'm the Voice of Reason, aka Zoe Williams. Today's topic is lit. Hey, but before I get to the topic, I gotta promote something. Number one, the relationship dismount. How to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. Man, if your mama had this book. Woo. Hey, let's go. If your mama had this book. Hey, get your copy right now. Frank, pull up the website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Order your copy right now. 12 chapters. At the end of every chapter, there are exercises. You got to do the exercise in order to matriculate through the book. And I believe you got to have this book before you get the holographic relationship. You want to get the holographic relationship? You got to pre-order your copy now, right? Just pre-order it at IamZoeWilliams.com. Frank will show you how to do it. Next, I got to take this shoe off my foot.
Yes.
Man, can I tell you, listen to these beats, DJ West.
Why not? Look at these shoes.
Pow. Yep. Black-owned business.
Yes. Mad at that.
On some Superfly. Designed in LA.
Yeah.
Right? Made in Italy. Black-owned business, fashion designer named Javier. Luxury tennis shoe line. Yeah, these are the gray on grays. Yay! Hey, support this man. The name of the company is AndroidHomme.com. Homme, H-O-M-M-E. Android like the phone. Android Homme. I say home. AndroidHomme.com. Black-owned business, brother out of L.A., super fly kicks. I'm out here on the icy side of the game. Don't play yourself. Hey, I love it. Follow me on Twitter at Zoe Williams. Follow me on Instagram at Mr. Zoe What. Are you listening to these tracks?
I am.
Hey, turn it up. Let's go. DJ West, turn it up. You had an opportunity to meet him today, right?
Don't do that. Do not do that on the air.
I'm just
do
asking.
not do it on the air.
What happened? What happened?
I was like, ooh, wait.
Did you meet him?
Like, what?
In spirits.
Spirits? What does that mean?
Did you meet him?
In spirit.
Oh, you met him in spirit. Okay, cool. That means no. Yay! All right, let me get to the topic, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear from you. Man, this is a caller-friendly show. We got Angry Smurf in the building. How you feel today, baby? Oh, you need some headphones.
Oh my God, the headphone struggle all the time.
She's just gonna have an attitude.
Somebody
she's just gonna have an attitude.
Somebody drew you, Joel.
No, but it just be like fresh.
Put the camera on her. I'm gonna put the camera on her right now. I want y'all to see her. Just
Like they be disappearing.
just salty.
Somebody on Instagram drew you, Joel. Somebody drew you a grumpy Smurf like this.
For real?
Yeah, and it was like, they DM'd it to me and said, guess who this is? It was cute. They did an amazing job.
That's
Cute.
I mean, the girl come in here like a saltine cracker. Just
I'm not salty.
I ain't got no damn.
Don't do that.
I ain't got no damn headphones.
Don't do that.
I'm not salty.
I'm just gonna sit here with my arms folded.
I'm not. Listen.
Don't do that.
I'm tired.
Everybody's happy to see you. They haven't seen you in a minute.
Hi, everybody.
You want to speak into the mic
Hey.
like a professional?
I don't like this attention.
Stop it.
I don't like the attention. All right. So we got Angry Smurf in the building. We've got Tiff Ram in the building.
Hey.
We've got Storm,
Yo.
crazier than a bag of
I
angel dust,
surely am.
missing meetings and shit.
But it's okay, because if God wanted it to happen, he gonna do it again. Hallelujah.
Oh, blame God for your tardiness.
Right.
Like, okay, God didn't have it on his calendar, so I wasn't supposed to be there.
Yes, Lord.
What? That's some bullshit right there.
He didn't. He didn't have it on the schedule. It was not on the hotline.
If God didn't wake me up, I wasn't supposed to be there.
The fuck? Stop it. I'm not about to play.
Okay, and we have a new person here today.
Hey.
Her name is Vanessa. You guys, listen, I'm a cool dude. You guys heard her on the last show. I'm a man of my word.
Yes.
She said she wanted to come do the radio, and look.
Yay! I have arrived.
Tell them who you are.
gorgeous.
Tell them
She's
your name and who you are, and remind them of your call.
Okay.
Crybaby.
What up? What up? Wow, look at that. He's about to get me started again, ladies.
It's going down in the town.
No, my name is Vanessa. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Vanessa. I'm from Arizona. I came out here to do this music thing, this entertainment thing. And, I shared a little bit on that last call. If you were tuned in, you would have probably remembered me if I was crying right now. Because who calls in to the Zoe Williams show and cries? Me.
You do.
So it's memorable. So you'll remember me. It's all good. Anyway, I have arrived.
She was the one who was talking about multiple sclerosis
Yes,
and
that's me.
dealing with that. And I was like, yo, come do the show.
Yes, it
Why
definitely
not?
does not discriminate, let me tell you. It's hard.
All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today's topic. Get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. The voice of reason is set to go right now. You ain't my daddy. Even if you are my real daddy, you're still not my leader. Fuck. A deeper look into the question of, do women today know how to pick a good man, father, or leader? If not, why? I have questions. Why does a woman's relationship with her father affect her intimate relationships with men? Gosh, as if that wasn't hard enough. There's more. What's the difference between fathering, mothering, and parenting? And why do men need to know about this? Yikes. True or false? A well-protected daughter knows what a protector looks like for her intimate relationships. You know I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna ask the questions your mama and your daddy should have been asking. And they should have been answering this shit while they was raising you. This is why your life is full of bullshit, because wasn't nobody asking or answering these type of questions. I've got more. True or false? Hey. No, this is not a true or false. Do you know some fathers who have emotionally checked out of their daughters' lives during the critical developmental, now watch this, stage that spans from 11 years to 21 years of age? Clinicians call this the 520 window. 520 weeks of development from 11 to 21.
That's a fact.
Now, during this time, this is when the relationship between daughter and dad gets weird and awkward and corny. And he's corny and he's strange. You know how it is. That's how he's perceived by the daughter. Like, oh God, dad, this. And a lot of fathers tend to check out. The relationship is irrevocably changed during this 520-week period. Do you know dads who have checked out? And moreover, do you know of any mothers who have checked out? Yikes. True or false? Fathers that are present in their daughters' lives are able to give relationship advice and guide them through relationship milestones and setbacks. I don't know. I didn't have my... That's not right. How has your dysfunctional relationship with your father affected your ability to choose good men, ladies? You with a nigga right now you can't stand. Because your dad didn't set the tone. 323-230-40-610. Don't start crying now, nigga.
Oh, boss.
It's about to go down. The Voice of Reason is live. I got women in the building that want to talk about it. Yeesh. What about this one? In families where the mother is not only the matriarch, but the final word in the home, this is a home where the father's impact and influence is marginalized. Does this position of the father cause the daughter to seek men who fit the same position as her marginalized daddy? She looking for a soft nigga that she can run like mama ran daddy. Oh, damn. Y'all thought this motherfucking relationship shit was gonna be easy, didn't you? Wrong.
Don't do that.
Wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get to it. I'm gonna go right to Angry Smurf. What up, Smurf? You hear the topic. What's your relationship like with your daddy?
I have a great relationship.
Talk to him about it. Let's get this example out there.
I mean, like he definitely cheated on my mom, like in the relationship. So they've been divorced since I was 4. But I've always loved my dad. He's funny, like he always makes you laugh. He's always trying to like make you smile. He's always helping somebody. He probably wears himself too thin, but he's a good dude. He just was a man like every other man sometimes, but he's not a bad person.
And how your mother dealt with him, did that affect how you saw him?
No, because my mom is like a good woman. Like she'll never like I didn't even find out the reason that they broke up until I was like, I begged her. I was like, just forced it out of her because she wouldn't tell me. Like she doesn't speak negatively about him even when like she's frustrated with him. She don't say too much, so it never really bothered me. Even it was stuff that I already knew, like when he would just say something and he never followed through with his word. But it wasn't because he was like didn't want to see me. He just be working all the time. It was never like that big of a deal.
Wow.
But she never said nothing bad, so it didn't like affect my opinion of him.
I love it.
Anything that affected it was because he did it on his own. It wasn't because she said something.
This shit is crazy. Tiff?
Let's see. I don't have a relationship with my bio dad.
Here we go. Let's go. Take my motherfucking jacket off of
and
this.
I will say it actually became my choice. At the age of 7, my mom gave me the opportunity to go meet him. And we drove down to Texas and we found him. And in the 3-day process of us going down there and finding him, I just realized how uncomfortable my mom was. She just really was very anxious and uncomfortable, but you could tell she had gone out of her way the first 7 years of my life not to say anything really about the situation. I told a lot of people I didn't even know I was black. I just thought I was browner than my siblings until my mom explained my dad at the time, my stepdad was really my brother's dad. I thought that was my dad. Everybody was white until she finally really explained it. Oh, that's why I'm browner. And so, and she explained the reason why she left my dad was because he had become abusive and he was cheating and stuff. But she was just I still want you to be able to meet him if you're curious. So we went down there, but just even at the age of 7, I just saw how my mom was acting and I didn't like it. I didn't want to feel like I was choosing a stranger over my mom, who obviously is my life force. So at 7, I just was just kidding. I pretended I forgot where we were going to go later that night, and we just finished the trip and came back home, and I haven't thought about it since, really. But it definitely has impacted my relationship with my stepdad. I have a great relationship with my stepdad, but it was very strained until I was about 17 years old, because by the time my stepdad came in my life, I had already been sexually abused twice. Once by my first stepdad. So it was it took him a long time. It took 10 years of sleeping in the same house to just not think he's not going to creep in my bed late at night, So, but he is definitely the most amazing demonstration of love and respect. And he is my role model for what I want, my future husband to look like. Because literally my stepdad, that's love. My mama is crazy. My siblings are more crazy.
You crazy too.
We are all
don't leave
crazy.
yourself out now.
I said I am. I got it from my mama. So we all a mess, and he is right there. Yo, in that thing. She be pushing. She been push. He be right up in that thing. So yeah. So
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yes. So my father
Speaking
left.
to the microphone, please.
My apologies. My father left when I was 12 years old. They divorced, and he had 3 little girls. And man, I remember that day like it was yesterday. Him being gone and emotionally checked out definitely impacted his daughters. Absolutely.
In what way?
I mean, one of them was killed by her man.
Damn.
Yeah, it was deep. And then, me growing up, I've come to realize that I struggle with a lot of things when it comes to having a man. Then I struggled when I have a man that I'm I don't want to say but too strong for that man, because I was raised by a strong woman.
Oh, whoa. Hold on.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack all of this craziness.
Yes.
Let's slow down.
No problem.
Too strong. Let's not get strong mixed with, and I want you to clarify.
Okay.
Let's not get strong mixed with neediness, clinginess, or controlling. So I just want to make sure that strong, that's not what you mean. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess I never thought about that.
Right.
Realization.
Well, I can't ever say I was clingy.
Let's ask your man. That's fucked up, right? Just throw him under the bus. Where the bus at? Put him under the bus.
Right? Very independent.
Oh, see, this is so powerful right here because
Babu on the backboard.
Watch this though. See, watch how this happens because we're about to liberate some people. You can't get a breakthrough, which you have to remember. A breakthrough is an elevation of spirit. You can't have an elevation of spirit until you have a breakdown of firmly held limiting beliefs. As you put them, they're limiting beliefs, but you turn them into golden rules for your life. Right. So I see how you labeled it as strong, but in reality, it's weak.
And I'm noticing that now as an adult.
You see what I'm saying? So the clinginess, the controllingness, because you create that as a coping mechanism to fill the void of what wasn't there.
Agreed.
That's crazy, right?
It is crazy. You nailed it. You nailed it, and I just met you.
Yeah, well.
So I got to give it to you.
It's kind of...
Zen Master Flash. That's
ugly.
Zen Master Flash.
That's ugly on air.
It's Zen Master Flash.
Oh, God. Angry Smurf is smiling. That's crazy.
Yes.
And we got it on camera, my nigga. Cool. Storm.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? But me and my father definitely have a terrible relationship. My dad growing up, and as a kid, our relationship was good up until the age, I would say maybe like between, I can't really think of a good, I would say between 7 and 11, to be honest, between those ages. I can remember I used to be a daddy's girl, and my dad was in and out of jail a lot, and he would make, as a kid, he would say, I'm not going to do this, and I'm going to come home, and then he'd come home and be gone. So I started to pick up on the BS, and then it just made me grow apart from him. He was never around to support anything I did, and it was just like, I just cut ties. Like me personally, I just cut him out of my life and just didn't see him as my father anymore. So once he did come back in my life, as far as...
Wait, go deeper. How does a daughter put it in her mind to not see her dad as her dad? That's deep. That's deep psychology. Go there.
I just saw it because, I don't know, I feel like a father is somebody who's always there. You know, he is your mentor. He is the person who sets the foundation in your life for male perspectives. And he was not there. My mother was my father and my mother. It was up until 8th grade. I was giving my mom's Father's Day gifts and Mother's Day gifts. Like right there, my dad would be sitting there like, Happy Father's Day, Mom. Because I was just like, I just closed him out of my mind. Like he was just he was a man that my mom's been married to for 39 years. He was not my father. And he's more of a chastiser instead of a parent. You can't chastise and not parent. It does not work that way.
I like it.
So yeah, now growing up, you know, my dad, first time he's ever supported me. This past Wednesday, he came to the premiere for my reality TV show. So that was like a big step in our relationship.
I saw it. I saw the picture. Yeah.
So it was like, I was like, wow. My mom's like, your dad's going. I was like, oh, you going where, girl?
Tell me, go deeper. How did that make you feel? Knowing that Papa Do Run was in the building.
First off, this was like the first moment where I was really self-conscious about what I was wearing because my outfit was risque and like avant-garde and just extra. So I was like a little nervous because I'm like, oh, my dad gonna be here. Got the little buns out on the carpet. Right. I was a little nervous, you know.
I got the little Krispy Kreme showing.
Got the little glazed donuts on the carpet, you know. So I was nervous, but I don't know. I was just looking for him, like subconsciously and consciously. I was like looking around the room for him the whole time, like, where's my dad? Where's my dad? And as soon as they put on TV, I'm like, I'm telling my mom, where's my dad? Where's my dad? You know, like, where is he? So it just, I don't know, it was like, now that I'm thinking about it now, because I haven't really put thought, but now I put thought in it, it definitely was a huge break in our relationship. It really was.
Wow. Look at that. Congratulations, you and Daddy.
Yeah, how you doing?
But what's interesting that you brought up leads me to this particular question. True or false? Are girls... Watch this. No. True or false? The study called Impact of Fathers on Risky Sexual Behavior in Daughters, a genetically and environmentally controlled sibling study published in Development and Psychology in 2002, found that daughters who had poor quality fathers were more likely to engage in risky sexual behavior such as sex without protection, drunk sex, promiscuity, and teen pregnancy. Even though Pops wasn't there the way you wanted him to be, when he was there, you got self-conscious about how you dress. You got to see it clearly.
That's
how dads impact Now, let me ask Tiffany this. Let's go back to Tiffany. What if your dad showed up? And when I say showed up, I don't mean just he there. I mean he's present.
Like my papa, like my stepdad,
your
or my blood dad?
He's present.
To where? To what? What are we talking about? Like a pageant or like a premiere?
Period. Whatever.
Oh, no, like I'm not bitter by any means. At this point, I'm just like cool, yeah, like let's talk, let's have a conversation. Like what happened? I realize people change, like 100% a different person. I imagine at this point, it's been 30 years. So like I'm all about having a conversation, but
I can see through your responses, right?
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say the butt part is like, my dad had my address for 39 years. Like my grandparents lived in the same house for 39 years, and he sent me a first birthday card. Like, so he knew where I was the whole time. I guess when I was like 2, my mom sent him like $600. He was like, oh, I want to come see her or whatever. My mom sent him $600, kind of like an abortion situation. He took the money and never came up. So I was like, you kind of know where I've been at. So like, I'll find him someday for like a reality show if someone pays me to. But other than that, like, I really don't mind it any business. Like, like I really don't. So, like, I'm not bitter to the point where, like, oh, I would just curse him out if I met him. I'd be like, okay, dude, let's talk. But I'm not going to spend a lot of my energy trying to find somebody that wasn't trying to find me equally.
Do you not hear the pain in your response?
Oh, it's hella pain. Like, but okay. I'm happy with my current papa. That's the thing. Like, the same thing I feel about my mom when I chose not to meet my dad when I was 7 is the same way I feel about my dad now. Like, I do definitely feel like my stepdad would feel a certain kind of way if I just met my real dad and all of a sudden we click because he's black. That's the context. My family feels a certain kind of way because they white, and they'd be like, oh no, Tiffany likes him because he's black. Like, that's the extra layer to my shit. They'd be like, oh, she just wants to meet him because he's black.
Back to the holographic relationship.
There's a layer to my shit, man.
Back to the holographic relationship. So I be talking about black holes and shit.
Yeah. That shit's a black hole.
Right?
I want to go in it.
So the black hole, they done figured out, doesn't just eat shit.
Right.
The shit it eats, the information of whatever it consumes is recorded on its edge. Mm-hmm. The edge is called the event horizon. In the holographic relationship, I talk about the relationship event horizon. That information of your true papa, real dad. Look at you. Look. Oh, yes.
Whatever is bliss, though.
Let me say this.
I don't want to know. Don't
I'm going to say it again.
Questions you don't want to know the
I'm going to say it again. Carl Jung.
Oh, true.
What we resist persists. That information needs to be transmuted.
Well, I'm not trying to chase this Negro down. I'm just.
I didn't say you were supposed to. Yeah. But do you not see the importance? Just in your response.
Like I said, if he found me, cool. Let's get it popping.
He got to find you. You ain't looking, which tells me
really
you
not.
are looking.
No,
323-230-4610. Who wants to talk to Tiffany about this? Who wants to counsel
Tiffany? His name is Tim Jones in San Antonio, Texas, if you want to shout him out.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, holla at me, Tim.
I have about 13 half-sisters in Texas.
Hey, Tim, I got your daughter in here, man. She in here tripping, homie. Call us, 323-230-4610.
Tim like that.
I'm like, I'll
Can
talk
you?
to him. Sure.
That's me.
No, I can't. It's not live. It's recording. They don't get to see this. I'm telling you, the live video it's like extra.
Yeah, you don't get it every time.
You don't get it every time. I don't post a live video every time. You got to tune in to get this hot liquid. Yeah.
Or contribute to those YouTube views.
Hey, if you're just tuning in to the Voice of Reason, it's Friday night. You know the brooms is out. You underdig? Our people, the Dubs on the west side of the game, about to sweep the Cleveland Cavaliers up on out. Why not? Ain't never seen a superstar complain so much and whine. I think it's my path to play against dynasties. What? Magic played against the Celtics. Bird had a dynasty. Huh? I think I'm supposed to go against
Don't
Dynasty.
do that.
Shut up! The fuck is going on? None of the greats would be whining like that. And guess who was missing from his life?
His daddy.
Woo.
Dads are the foundation for like the male
A lot of shit. Because dad would have slapped the Kool-Aid out of his mouth if he would have been bitching like that as a child. Hey, what the fuck you talking about? Boy, you better pull your motherfucking jockstrap up and go out there and bang on these niggas, homie. If you ain't got a dad, listen. Let me just be real. That's how I was with my son. My oldest son, I'm gonna keep it real. Me and my youngest son, we ain't as close. My oldest son, let me tell you something. You don't know what it feels to know your impact on your child. My son is on the court. Let me tell you what he did the first time he played basketball. This motherfucker's in the junior YMCA. This motherfucker scored a layup and ran off the court to me. The game is going. He scored and ran off the court into the stands. Nigga, Dad, did you see? Did you see?
Wrong with you? In the game.
He was excited. I said, get your ass back on the court, man. The game is going. He ran back on the court.
That's a violation right there.
Exactly.
Right?
He ran back on the court, ran down the court, and did a cartwheel and landed into the defensive position. He was that excited. That's some dad shit.
He was lit. For sure.
Now, years later, this happened this season with my daughter. So my daughter, she's different. She's different. She's a junior. She's different than him. She has always been athletic. She could have ran track. She did ballet. She did all types of shit. She taught herself to play the piano. She draws, sculpts, all types of shit. She got too many talents. She don't know which one to focus on. So, as a 9th grader, my son is a senior. He's telling her, all right, I know you be pushing back with dad. That's why dad has never really asked you to play hoop. I'm telling you to play hoop. I've already talked to the varsity coach and you gonna play hoop. So she just started playing hoop about 1.5 years ago. And her development has been slow, but I've been there. And every now and then she'll be like, Dad, you want to take me to the park and get up some shots? You asking me? Yeah, let's go. So I'll take her. We go get up shots. I'm rebounding. I'm helping her with her shot or whatever. And then this year, in a game, she came out and hit 8 3-pointers.
Wow.
But on the first one, she ran down the court and pointed at me.
Yes.
You my nigga.
Look at that.
So again, daddies, how many mamas out there think they're enough? They don't need daddy's influence. 323-230-4610. I'm going to the callers right now. Who's on the line? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
What's good, bro?
What's happening, Pimp?
Yo, it's Daniel, and I just want to say the show is killer tonight, and the new beats are slapping.
Hey, man, thank you, brother. You got to thank that brother DJ West for hitting us up with the heater.
Yo, they slapping, my G. They slapping.
Word.
All
Thank
right,
you, bro.
Have a good show.
Appreciate it, Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, who's on the line? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Adam from the A again.
Adam from the A. Speak on it, Pimp.
Yeah, man. Thanks for that book recommendation you gave me, bro. That shit's been really getting to me. I've read like 20-some chapters right now.
Which book recommendation?
The Way of the Superior Man.
You underdid that book right there. Don't play yourself. That book right there.
Yeah,
that's hot monkey lava.
Yeah. yes, it is.
Man.
But I'm calling because, like, you know, when I called, I was saying, like, my masculinity comes out of spurts. It has to deal with my father. Like, my father was abusive. He beat my mom and did stuff to my sister. And he kind of beat, you know, me and my brothers. So my idea of masculinity was kind of tied to him. So whenever I tried to act out more in a masculine way, it's like that shit started coming out through me. And it's like, how can I take advantage of this person? Or how can I hurt this person? And like when I was a preteen, I took a vow to myself that I'll never raise my hand to a woman, and that until I learned how to control that image of a masculine person in my head, that I'm not going to be masculine until I know what it is.
Right.
So I kind of steered clear of trying to be masculine because I didn't want to be very abusive. Like when I was a little boy, I used to hit girls like whenever they like mess with me.
Because you were acting out what you saw your father doing. You modeled that.
Yeah.
So let me just do this. Let me do this, man. Because oftentimes we beat ourselves up when our behavior is not in alignment with our ethical code or with our moral code. Like just on some natural human shit, we know when we've done something wrong. This is why if somebody kills somebody and they go to jail for it, immediately the person that was killed gets put on suicide watch. Because after they come down and they recognize, damn, I took a life, the fucking feeling of, you know, shit, I'm fucked up, I'm a terrible person. That gets into play. So a lot of times when somebody kills, they put the killer on suicide watch because the realization of hurting somebody is real big. So again, when we model, and let me just come back real quick. A lot of times with fatherhood, we get it mixed up. Fatherhood isn't all about aggression. When you talk about good fatherhood, you're talking about leadership. You're talking about mentorship. See, a lot of times men get leadership mixed up. Just shut the fuck up and come with me. That's not leadership. Do you understand? That's not leadership. A good father knows how to transition from the authoritarian to the authoritative to the mentor. That's a good father. And shit, you got to factor in the human condition. I done did some terrible shit. I'm not perfect. That's one thing I always want to send that message out to all the people who be calling into shows like this one. Don't think you gonna find some perfect mentor, some perfect guru, somebody whose life is just 100. Oh, that used to be me back in the past. So you mean you got all the bullshit out of your life?
Right.
So you on some Jesus shit right now. You made it to Jesus? Right. You made it to Jesus Super Saiyan level and you still here?
Right. Don't.
So do you understand what I'm saying? Eve, that's why I'm saying anybody who claims to hold the mantle of relationship specialist or relationship guru that doesn't lead with their flaws is a fraud. That's just what it is. Dads make mistakes. Moms make mistakes. But what makes great children is when dads and mothers can own the mistakes they've made in front of the children. Because now they're modeling ownership, responsibility, accountability. Jesus. Brother, I'm glad you called, man. We was worried about you.
Yeah.
You'll be all right, man.
Like, you know,
You'll be all right. You got a home here, man. Anytime you want to call in and chat, get at us, bro, Hazel.
Okay, thank you so much, man.
All right, bro. Listen, if you're just tuning in to the Voice of Reason, I got to give you the update. Today's topic, you ain't my daddy. Even if you are my real daddy, you still not my leader. Damn. A deeper look into the question of do women today know how to pick a good man, father, or leader? And if they don't know how to do it, why?
Because they were never given an example. And I had to self-reflect on that.
Smoke a bag of that then. Where that bag at, homie?
The bag is right here. I am the bag.
cute.
Yeah, angry Smurf.
That was good.
Give me 2 examples that your father showed you what a good leader is in the home.
He showed me with his work, number one. He was an architect, so I always went with him with doing construction sites, drawing sites, meetings, things like that. He definitely was like, he would like show me his checks, like to show off, because it was like.
Look at what your daddy doing, little boo. Yeah.
He definitely was a show off, and then he would literally like, he was always the one when it came to family or just any outing. We bring everybody together and just take care of everything. Like he like prayed over the food, paid for all the food. He was always just like, oh, I got it. Like, and I feel like a lot of it was to show off, but at the same time, when it comes to like, I know when it comes to family, like there's certain people in my family that make like a good amount of money, and some of the other people in our family do take advantage of that. So it was kind of like just showing that even though they knew what they was doing, they still was like wanted to take care of everybody because everyone's not, you know what I mean? It's always like, oh, we're going to go over their house because they know they're going to pay for everything. And it's like people definitely like milked it and like took advantage of that. But
they got it.
They didn't care. Like they was just like, you know what? That's our crazy family. We just going to take care of everybody because
you ain't got to bring shit over there. They got everything.
Exactly. It was always that, like, at my dad's side of the family, because my grandma works for the government, DC government, so they definitely do that with her as well. She just be like, Christmas time, she's like, I go broke every Christmas. They just wipe everything out, but they always want to take care of the family.
Love it. Vanessa?
What's the question? I coughed. I'm so sorry. I had to step away from the mic. I was like having a cough attack real quick.
She's new. Jesus.
My apologies. Let's do this. What was the question again?
The question was, give me 2 examples of, leadership that your father showed you. And if you don't have those examples, tell us.
Yeah, he wasn't there. I was really close. I was like a bona fide daddy's girl. And when he left, that was just, he was gone, and it was sad. My mom never talked bad about him, though. But he had 2 families. He had a family before us, so I have older siblings. He was there for them. He was like that wonderful father. So that question, I know my older sister and brother can answer. But I can't answer that question.
Oh, that's big. This is big.
Yeah.
This is taking us somewhere.
Yeah, I can't answer that.
Why do you think that is? That a father can be a great father to the older set of siblings from a different family than he is to the younger siblings from a new family?
I always asked that question growing up, and I mean, I moved out to LA to build that relationship with my father. Instead of going to Atlanta, I came to Los Angeles where I was born, and I wanted to just hang with my dad because we were always cool. He's a great man, but he was just a lousy father to us because he was not there. But when he's there, he's great.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Do you think your mother had anything to do with his absence and his poor performance?
No, not at all. I think drugs did.
Say more.
Yes.
There you go.
I think drugs did. And my mom wasn't having those drugs around her babies, so she gave them the boot.
You got to go with that pipe, little nigga.
Stop it.
Yeah. Stop it. I mean, it is what it is, surreal. Like,
get up out of here, man.
You gotta go. You're not adding value to your family. You're not contributing. You're just taking from your children. You gotta go.
Wow.
And she came from a tough family. Everybody in her family was always tough. So seeing that growing up, a kid could get confused. A little girl especially, I miss my daddy. I want my daddy, while her family is talking bad about my father my whole life. My mom never talked bad about him. She was just like, you know what? Your father's a great father when he's there. But other than that, I think he's an asshole because he wasn't there. That's all I remember growing up hearing.
Is the relationship still dysfunctional? Is it still...
With my father?
Yes.
Oh, no, we're great. When he's there, he's great. But the thing about it was just getting him there. That was it.
Well, once he got there, did your own personal relationships improve?
Yes. Yes, they did.
Speak on daddy
they
magic.
Did. Well, I mean, I've been with my man for 6 years. And
on the daddy magic side of the game.
Right? And, you know, my dad is a cool guy. He's a cool dude when he's there. That's it. Just getting him to show up. That's the hardest part. And I'm the one that is like an active player for him. So anytime going back to Arizona, I'm like, look, it's the grandbaby's birthday. It's like, come on, I'm driving and you're going with me. Let's go. So I started bringing him back around, and he went, and he's loving. Everybody loves him when he's there. He just disappeared, and I feel I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out as an adult that it was deeper than just what we were right there. It was the whole, I guess, the way everything happened prior to our family beginning.
Wow.
You guys don't understand how crazy my family dynamic was or how it started.
You seem a little crazy, so we can
A
imagine.
little bit. You know, I think everybody got to be a little bit crazy, you know, to survive out here. But it's all love, you know. It's just about owning it. That's it. It's about owning it.
Wow.
And growing.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Crazy. Tiffany. And then Storm.
I would say that would be why, you know, I would talk to my dad. Like, I'm not against meeting my dad because my mom reminds me, like, I look just like him. And that I get, like, my charisma and, like, all my creativity and, like, my extrovert, like, the whole entertainment thing, like, comes from my dad. So I was like, yeah.
Your dad gave you a lot then.
Oh, he gave me, like, all of the things, right?
Are you going to embrace him when you meet him?
No, I already said I'm going to embrace him. That's the thing. Like, I actually think we gel quick. Like, that's why I said, like, I feel like my family... I mean, I don't. As much as you can miss someone you've never met before.
Do you want to meet him?
Yeah, like I've done 2 reality show interviews already this year in regards to like doing a reunion with your lost father kind of situation. So it's very possible. I just don't have the money or the time to just do that stuff on my own. So like,
you know, it's important for you to heal this situation with your dad in order to have really good relationships with other men.
Oh, absolutely. But again, time and money. Like, I mean, I don't just have time to
making
go
excuses?
run down to Texas.
It's cool.
Shoot. So, but in regards to, so I don't necessarily like know him to reflect on that. But in regards to like who I call my dad, because he's been the best that I know, is my papa. So, for sure, he's demonstrated probably the greatest amount of patience I've ever seen a human being.
Would you rather have your stepdad the way the relationship is today, or would you rather give that up to forge a new relationship with your biological? Think about it. Turn this beat up right now. Let's go.
You know, you're a bit crazy and you can have fun by yourself. Right. All by yourself.
Okay, cool. I just needed you to take a breath and think about it.
Fine. You just want to hear the complicated, intense answer.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess my first answer would have been like, no, I'm safe with what I know, not the unknown. But the real answer would be, I think I'm willing to sacrifice my papa, even though I love him and he's the truth in life and what a man really looks like in marriage. But, like, yeah, there's a whole part of my identity I don't know about. Like, even just in my blackness.
Would you give it up
and everything
to know your father?
I mean, I don't want to give it up and then, like, my dad be like, ain't shit.
But you would know.
Like, I just want to, like, can we say 2 sentences?
But
like,
you
but
would
if
know.
It's like grunts, I don't know.
You would know.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
23 chromosomes from your mother, 23 chromosomes from your father creates 46 chapters of you.
True story.
Would you give it up?
Yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Search your feelings, Luke.
No, really, my feelings are like, shit, that's tough.
I am your father.
My like I said, my stepdad is so patient, and that's something that, like the amount of patience. Like,
what if this was your spiritual rite of passage?
To meet my dad?
Ooh. I know you ain't ready for these kind of questions. All
like,
in the mouth,
I'm considering, like, I would consider it absolutely, like, okay, to know my dad. But again, for like, what kind of enlightenment are we looking at here?
Okay, look. Okay. Let me give you Enlightenment 101. The simple enlightenment right now. Listen to Shaka Khan Through the Fire.
Oh, true.
I like that.
Ooh.
I love them.
Okay.
Fire in the spiritual sense, the Hindu sadhus, right?
Yeah.
They take the cow shit, the manure,
Right.
which is spiritual. The cow is spiritual to them.
Right.
Right? You can't kill a cow.
Right.
They'll take the manure, burn it down into ash, and then cover themselves in it.
That's intense.
Pretty deep.
Why? Because ash represents the fundamental lowest level of matter. Everything returns to ashes.
Wow.
Right? And it only does that when it's burned in the fire.
Right.
Fire is a purifier.
Right.
A spiritual purifier.
Yeah.
Are you willing to go through the fire?
Okay, now that you say all like that, got to break it down to Hindu ash and damn, so. Actually, I would because
It's called vibhuti.
Oh, ooh, okay. So actually, I
She
would.
got a nice little vibhuti too.
You stupid.
Okay,
though.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say actually I would because I truly believe, and I've said this before, is that like life is really like two truths and the something in between. And like I've only ever been exposed to like my siblings and my mom's versions of what happened in perspective. And I know like his perspective is completely different
Right.
and something really in between is what happened. And I would love to just have the story. Not even for judgment, because again, I don't hate him. Even, you know, like I know the kind of woman my mom was. Like she was also stepping out. Like I'm grown up now. I know the more truths to the truth. So yeah, I would just love to know. And also because I have hella half siblings. So yeah, I would give it up to meet him.
Wow, this is
because
crazy.
I have hella, like every time I meet another light skinned girl from Texas, like I'm like, well, you could be my sister though.
Right.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
Callers, we're coming to you right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. If you're just tuning in, you ain't my daddy is the topic. Even if you are my daddy, you're still not my leader. Gosh. The relationship with your father, ladies, really determines how much love you're going to experience in your intimate relationships. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Vanessa has something to say.
Yes. I just want to say that I feel like you are so lucky to have had a stepfather in your life, because I've never experienced that in my life. My mom never brought another man around us.
That's not quite lucky.
No, and you know what it was? Is because my mom was a lesbian. Yes. So I didn't have a man right there to show me the right way. So I literally had to figure it out. You know, I had to with my trial and errors. And I still in my relationship, I'm still figuring it out every day.
Okay. Right there. Let's turn this beat up. We need to feel this.
Right.
Her mother was a lesbian.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes.
Where's Dad? Daddy, where'd you go?
Right.
I need you, Pops. We need guidance in this situation.
Seriously, like.
Joel, she's over it.
Heavenly Father, please step in.
Don't.
Vanessa needs help. Let's
yes.
Don't bring the Lord to the hip hop beat.
go. Yay! The voice of reason is on fire tonight. You ain't my daddy. Oh, Daddy, we need a leader in the household. Or we're going to have wayward children. Jesus, caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you're calling from? Where's your dad?
Hello?
Yo, what up?
Yo.
Yay!
Oh no.
5150.
What's happening?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Woo calling, man.
Oh, woo.
What up, Woo?
Yo, yeah, I just want to say thanks for all the good work you do, Zoe. And ladies, man, thank y'all for sharing y'all stories, man, because it gave me insight into some things when I'm approaching y'all. So, yeah. But what I was going to say is that me and my boy talk about this every day. And we talk about the fact that that before basically any unleft fatherhood work on the daughter is going to fall on the next dude. You know what I mean? So, and we've seen that a lot. Like whenever we're like dealing with a chick, it's like we can tell like kind of how much or how present they had a father figure in their life, you know?
Wow.
So basically, like, and it happens with women of all ages too. I see it with, like, you know, older women too. It's like just the way how they interact with me. You know what I mean? So, I just want to like drop that dime in there. Yeah.
Hey man, we appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much for chiming in. I want to hear from ladies who've been taught by a great dad how to be in relationship with a great man. Come on, ladies. Call us. You saw your dad in a certain light, and unconsciously, you started dating a dude that reminded you of the great qualities you were raised with in seeing your pops. Oh, God. My daughter's gonna be a mess.
No.
Don't say that.
Because I'm on the Gemini
right.
duality side of it. So
Okay,
she
in that
sees
aspect, I get it.
she sees the super intellect. She sees the protector. She sees the provider. She sees the philosopher, the guru. But she also see that other dude.
The other guy.
Damn. Right?
That's where it gets complicated.
So what's weird is I saw her. She loves Chris Brown. When I say she loves Chris Brown,
You a doo-doo daddy.
when I say she loves Chris Brown,
Why?
my daughter's 17. She'll be 18 this year. For the last 8 years, what she does on his birthday is throw birthday parties for him. And it's just her. And when I say birthday parties, I mean strobe lights, balloons, cakes.
Chris Brown has a fan.
She got pictures and shit all over the place.
Yes.
It's a real party.
Girl, he smokes cigarettes. Don't like him.
Right.
So
Lots. He's disgusting.
she's really gonna be heated if she ever hears it. She's gonna be like, "Who is that?"
Girl, reevaluate your boo. He smokes
She'll be
cigarettes.
like-
You gonna have asthma.
You have a rude awakening if you
Yeah,
ever
girl.
him. He
If
should
you,
not fly.
hunty, you better open them papers.
So one of the things that I do as a dad is I evaluate Chris, but in a mentorship way. This is what I would do if I was in a circle, because she knows, because she's with me. She knows. She's like, oh yeah, this is bad. This is bad. That's not cool. This is bad. She knows, but I evaluate from a mentorship space. You know, he's working with this. You know, he's dealing with that. You know, he needs to have different kind of guys in his circle in order to elevate his experience. This is why he's experiencing this or that. And she talks like me. She gonna be just imagine being my child. And she's Sag too.
Sag gang in the building.
Fire all day.
Yeah, girl. Now you really need to reevaluate the cigarette man.
Don't worry, she good. She good. She already know, like, I can't bring him around this dude.
Gonna scare him
Oh,
away.
yeah, that ain't going down.
She know. She be like, Dad he the last call. If there's issues, let me call all the options. He gotta be the last call. Cause if he's the call, he's a Scud missile. He's coming in. But she knows that. I remember one time, here's the protector dad. I remember one time, she was in the first grade. Oh, my little Busha Bear was so cute as a first grader.
Don't.
Gosh. Somebody gonna get skeeted in again, because I need another little Busha Bear. But let me just say.
Oh my.
Never mind.
Oh my.
Let's just move on.
Talk
We
about
gonna move on from that.
No, but
raw.
serious. She was just a beautiful, sweet, shy little bear. First grade. Bennett Q Elementary in Inglewood. So the school calls me and is like, yo, we want to move her to the second grade.
Wow.
You know, she was in kindergarten. They wanted to move her to the second grade, something like that. And I was like, well, I think the first grade is important, right? No, I'm getting it wrong. She was in the first grade. They wanted to move her to the third grade. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I was like, wait a minute. Second grade is real important. There's some shit happening in the second grade that you need.
It's a transition
right
there, yeah.
So I was like, yo, I hope y'all not doing this on some thirsty, we don't have enough third graders, so we gonna move a first grader up here so we could get the subsidy from the state. Because we got to have a certain amount of seats, asses in the seats in order to get this bread for this particular class. Now, mind you, Bennett Q is a really good school in Inglewood. But I was like, I don't know. So me and her mother talked about it or whatever, and then we allowed her to go to the third grade. So she goes to the third grade, and my daughter is she's just soft. She's a girl. She's a girl. She's a girl's girl. She can play hoop, but doesn't want to play hoop. Right? She doesn't want to play hoop. You know what her main reason is? She's like, I'm not lesbian.
Oh,
I don't want to touch on other girls. You know, she's like that.
I got to comment on that in a little while.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like,
you.
she could see herself playing in the WNBA, but she already knows what the WNBA is. And it's no disrespect. She's just kind of like, no, it's not my space. So, as a new third grader, within the first week, this Asian lady, her first day, had them doing a test on some shit she didn't know because she didn't go to the second grade. The Asian lady was like, I knew you'd be the first one to choke.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
That's not cool.
Really hurt my daughter.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
No, Asian lady, no.
No. Do you know I went in there, they knew, here this nigga come. God damn.
Struggle.
Because my daughter is like this. I'm not going to let you know you fucked me up. She just kept it like, kept the little blank face. I'm not going to let you know you fucked me up. Came home, told mom, told dad. I was like, oh, word. I came down there like the Archangel Michael. That Asian lady was in tears. I was like, you insensitive moron. She was like, well, I thought, and you knew she's new. You knew she just came from the first grade. And you gonna say this? This is why you're a failure as an educator.
Wow.
That lady was in tears before I left, and I told the principal too. They got her out, put her back in the second grade, or put her back in the first grade where she was supposed to be, and they left her be. But I had to tear that ass. Protector, dads, gotta whoop ass every now and again.
Yes.
True.
How many fathers out there protect their daughters on prom night when that yoni's supposed to be given up? Because you know them young boys want that yoni box. Man.
Well, I went to prom with a girl, so.
I went by myself because my man was tripping.
Well, I had a boyfriend at the time, but I decided to take my girl best friend because the person I was dating can make a dead man be bored. So I was just like, I'm gonna take my best friend. So she wore a tux and we was lit.
Yes.
Don't get in the way of this nigga's fun.
Right?
Don't
Okay,
do
cool.
it. Don't do it.
Have fun. Let's go.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it.
What up, Zoe? This is Brandon from Cincinnati, man.
What's up, Brandon? Where your daddy at, man?
Oh man, my dad like best friends, but that's my homie.
Yeah.
You got me over here stressing out because I'm over here thinking about my damn daughter. She only 4, and I'm already thinking about the goddamn future. You had to bring up prom night and shit.
You already know what it is. We gonna be at the door on prom night, like that classic scene in Bad Boys 2, where Martin pulled out the strap. Sometimes you got to do it that way.
I'm gonna need a rocket launcher or something. I'm trying to make some shit and stuff. I ain't trying to have no regular gun. Though.
Right.
And I got a question for you. I need some advice.
All right.
I'm a real pivotal part of my, daughter's life. Like I said, she only 4 now. But I'm wondering, like, I know I'm like in her life, and I know I'm a good father, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna end up being, a good girl. As we all know, sometimes good girls are attracted to like some of the most fucked up niggas. How do I fix that problem? If she's not attracted to guys like me, and she wants a little nigga that's gonna come to the door with his pants off his ass, goes in his mouth and shit.
You want the truth? You want the truth?
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do about it.
Let's be real.
All you could do.
On the chair.
No, all you could do is teach her what you know. See, this is the real thing about parenthood. Parenting, fatherhood. It's about revealing the truth of who you are, flaws and all, along with the knowledge you've gleaned from the mistakes you've made, and then giving them that information. Now watch what happens. After they get that information, they got to apply the information. The only way to apply it is to be in some bullshit. And that's when they'll be faced with a challenge, a choice. You gonna do what your father told you? Or you gonna go through this shit and then have to come back to your father to either tell him he was wrong or right? Right? This is some of the things that I tell my son all day long. Dude, you 20. You about to be 21. So what you're doing now is testing what I've told you over the years to see if I was talking some bullshit or some real shit. And I just love the confirmations. My son be calling me like, yeah, damn, Dad, that was, yeah. Okay, cool. But they kids, so they only have the epiphany for a moment. Right. Then they off on some other shit again.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying? So there's really nothing you can do to just fully control the outcome. All you can control is the ideological input. The outcome is on them. You feel me?
You sure I just can't fuck him up, man?
Well, or go to jail.
Yeah, well, you can fuck him up if you want to, but then there's gonna be problems.
Then daughter really gonna be raising herself.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta coach her. Your job is to coach her. Your job is to make sure that how you coach her is not from a space of control, it's not from a space of condescension or judgment. Your job is to coach her with high quality information that is rooted in your own experience, what you've learned. Now, watch this. The knowledge you get from your experiences are tailor-made for you. So the end result answer that you give her is only a template. This could happen. This could be the outcome. You feel me? That's the only way.
Right.
That's the only way, bro. You gotta let her live it.
Fucked up.
She's 4, dog. Shit.
Right. I know.
Go in there and watch some Barney with her right now, and everything is cool.
Go watch some Barney.
Right.
Y'all watch some SpongeBob. Everything will be all right.
She's 4.
Right.
Oh shit! Call her. You're on the line. What's your name and where you're calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Call her. Call Keezy. Call Keezy. This is one of the major reasons why women pick wrong men. You know how many women are so anxious to be in a relationship?
Yes.
As a means of putting a Band-Aid on the relationship. Yeah. The dysfunctional one with their dad.
Yes.
Angry Smurf, do you know girls like that?
No.
Yeah, you do. Right here. Yeah, you do.
I don't know that many girls, so let's just throw that out there.
I I hear that.
I love Joel.
I hear that.
Yes.
Like, I wasn't even trying to be like weird. I just really don't.
You're always weird. Do you not understand that?
Well, I know females, but I don't know them that well to be knowing like what they doing in their relationship.
She called them females. Like, I know that species.
Right?
The fuck?
We are a species.
Joelle be tripping. People be like, what's wrong with her?
I
Why she
know.
mad?
I be like, this my face. Y'all don't understand. I just look like this all the time. Like, smile. I'm like, this, why? I'm good.
Yeah, I smiled a gang
I'm
of
happy,
times
though.
today.
No, I'm talking about when I'm just walking down the street and they see me because my face just automatically be like, I try to work on it though.
I love it. Tiffany, do you know girls that have just put a Band-Aid on their relationship with their dad by chasing after some dude?
Oh, yeah. I would say 50% of the females I know have bad relationships because of their daddy issues.
Wow. Give me some daddy issue examples.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, well, I will say teen pregnancy. Like, I know an abundant amount of women in my life that, like, just because they didn't have good examples of, like, what a relationship looks like, they fell into really young, not even just sex, but, like, actual relationships. Like, their first boyfriend was 13 and now we pregnant at 15 kind of stuff. Like, super craziness. Because they were trying to play house and create what they thought from what they didn't see. Playing house, like, based on the version of what you saw on TV because you didn't have it in your own home. And so that's what I see a lot of women do. They're like, because I didn't have it, I'm going to try to fake it till I make it. And it'd be real hideous.
Where your daddy?
Stop it.
A lot of times, girls without daddies who call their men daddy during sex mean that shit.
Couldn't do that.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
They mean that shit.
No, and that whole thing grosses me out because I just recently met a dude who had the same name as my stepdad, and he was like, "Oh, just call me daddy." And so I'm like, so all of this makes me want to vomit. I don't ever want to talk to you.
I agree.
I'm saying they mean it in the sense of
That's their protector.
all the things he was supposed to be.
You will be.
You will be.
I can't. You know, a lot of men try to do that, like, hey, call me papi. And I'm like, nah, that's not going down because I already call somebody papi. And that's my father, papi. And nobody else needs to have that name. That's just weird.
I was going to say, the women who have a dad, if they're calling you daddy during sex, it's only because of the sex. It's not, I want you to fill the void.
I just feel like we all need to examine why we would say that during sex. Like, there's so many better things to be yelling out than daddy. I'm going to tell you. I mean, yes. If you need help, I'll help you.
What are your top 3 yell outs, Tiff?
You didn't talk about it.
I did.
You're Christian, so I know one of them is Jesus.
It's definitely Jesus or oh God, yeah, for sure. I just got a noise complaint from my manager.
Oh, yeah, that's
so.
that. Oh, she.
Like, a
So
written
all I'm
complaint.
saying-
Shut your mouth,
missing
girl.
half your family. That's
So
right.
all I'm saying
Oh,
is,
God.
if it's Jesus or oh God, you shouldn't feel bad saying daddy.
No, see, physical daddy and my spiritual daddy, like, you bringing me to another level. Like, I'm talking about, like, we in the realm now. I got to breathe. Help, Jesus, help me breathe.
She really think that shit makes sense. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling
Help
from?
me breathe, Lord God. Now need more air, oxygen.
Caller, please
Help.
save us.
Help.
Caller, you're on the line.
Hello?
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up?
What's up, Zoe?
What's happening, P?
Nothing much, chilling, man. This call to close in, man. I've been texting you back and forth, trying to get on the line. I'm on the line.
You see it now, right?
Yeah, I see it now.
Excellent,
Hey,
brother.
I just wanted to make a quick comment. I'm 42 years old. I got a daughter that's 20 years old. And one thing that I found out is that we, as black men, we have to be totally honest with our daughter. I told my daughter when she was like 13 years old, I say, every man in your life wants something from you except me. He either wants your goodies or your cookie or whatever you want to call it, or he wants some money. So everything that I'm telling you only for the benefit of you, not for any other person or myself.
So we have to be totally honest with our daughters and let them know, hey, this is what a man is after. Because you are the first person that she falls in love with. And we have to direct them from that point forward.
Man, I could smoke an entire bag of that.
A lot of
Definitely.
That's the shit. You know.
I'm going to whip you, Zoe.
Because I don't smoke. So this is all acting. Thanks for the call, brother. We appreciate that bit of knowledge, that insight. Callers.
But I do, and that was good.
You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it. Caller. Yeah. Caller. Let's go. Caller. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. We can hear you. Speak the truth.
Tell your panel to stop lying, man.
You tell them.
Man, y'all know y'all be calling them dudes daddy. Chill out. You know
I know all of them that's in here right now be on the daddy side of the game.
Miss Storm didn't say a word.
I don't
know that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, nah.
Crazy as hell.
I like how y'all get in this group setting and act like y'all, you know what I mean, don't be in the bedroom screaming, you know what I mean, daddy to them dudes. But we know the truth, man. You know, y'all all do it, man. I think even the ones with daddy got daddy issues. You dig?
Yeah, they do.
Hey, man, that's all I wanted, man. Y'all be good, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man, for the call.
Go ahead with that.
Let me just say this. When the mother figure is more powerful in terms of her influence and say, a lot of times dads get reduced to second-class parents. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, the daughter is modeling how to choose a man that's a second-class dude. Right? Someone who goes for being punked. Someone who goes for being marginalized. A lot of times you have that mother, maybe there's more women in the family. Maybe the women are more accomplished. Maybe the women are more outspoken. And a lot of times dads who are in that position get marginalized. Nigga, we just need you to fucking hang up this picture. Or we need you to fix the washer. Or do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's in that capacity. And there was some research done where you find that a lot of young boys are being kicked out of school, right? Detention and, kicked out of class because the white women in the class see them as aggressive. A lot of young daughters or black women, black girls are modeling how to kick men out of their lives, how to make men second-class citizens in their relationships. And sometimes they get this firsthand experience from how mom marginalizes and removes the men out of their lives and basically is saying, well, whatever, we didn't need what he had to offer anyway. We could do this without him. Sometimes that gender partnership between mother and daughter becomes toxic when it becomes imbalanced. You need dad.
You do. That's a fact.
But feminism brought in the disposable man. He wasn't shit anyway. He's not making as much as I'm making anyway. We could do this ourselves. And a lot of times that relationship between mom, because it's hard to, even when mom is fucked up, it's hard to be like, Mom, you fucked up. No, it's hard. And then even if you do tell her she fucked up, it's hard to be like, Mom, kick rocks. Be ghost. It's easier to be like, Dad, be ghost, my nigga. So imagine the reciprocal effect of that mentality on your intimate relationships. If you could tell your daddy to kick rocks, ain't no nigga safe in relationship with you. 323-230-4610.
Yes.
I'm so happy you said that because I didn't have a relationship with my dad like that. And for the longest, like my whole life recently, like the whole idea of the study from being from 7 to 21 is crazy because up until literally being 21, I'm 22 now. I used to always say, if I don't have no respect for my daddy, I'm not finna respect no man. Because that's my male figure, and I don't even respect him. So anybody else, you can get it. You can get cussed out, you can get scooted, booted, anything. It doesn't matter.
Her little cute ass is telling you not to fuck with her. Anybody fuck with her right now? You asking for it. That's all I'm saying.
Beware.
No. But for real, like, just that absence of my father, like, it was.
What's the name of those sticks you use to pick up shit off of the top shelf?
Don't do that.
What are them little grabbers? Them long ass? Let me grab this shit. You need to date her with one of them. From afar.
No, I'm not toxic anymore. I'm not. I'm a fireball, but now that I've been reflecting a lot lately, and the fact that we're having this topic and discussion, this last week I was just telling myself, like, dang, like, with my dad being absent in my life, I was just like, I always had a boyfriend. This is my only time in my life where I've been literally single and happy single and not like no sexual drive and nothing. Like, I was just having this conversation where I was like, girl, I don't even want to have no sexual drive. I'm just so like,
you do.
Because no, I don't.
Sit your little hot ass down.
No, definitely not. I just
sit your hot ass down before I make change.
No, definitely not. I'm cool. Like, I always wanted a man around, and it was to fill that void where my dad was not there. The love that my father was giving me, I always had a boyfriend. I'm like, I need some man around. And it was just like, you don't. Like, you need to fix that relationship with your father, learn that relationship, learn how to love him, and then allow him to teach you the foundation and what a man is supposed to be. And then I look at my dad now, and my dad if he hadn't gone through certain things, 'cause my dad lost his mom at a very, very young age. Like, he didn't have his mom. So there was nobody to show him how to love and do certain things either. So I feel like if my that things weren't laid out for him how they were, and things weren't laid out how I was for me, we could have had a great relationship, and a lot of things experiencing things I went through with men, I probably wouldn't have encountered.
Wow. Callers! You're on the line. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
What's going on, man? It's Zach from Honolulu.
Zach from Honolulu. What's going on, man? Where your daddy?
Oh, my dad's alive and well. All that good stuff. Oh, boy. The last thing you said really hit home for me, where you was talking about, hold on, let me close my mailbox. Where you was talking about, you're saying women not, like, dads being disposable, being second-class citizens, because I married into, my wife brought 3 older teenage children into our marriage, so I've had to, have my struggles with that. Being that I'm not their dad, but just trying to be a positive role model, not trying to replace her dad, but also trying not to be a second-class citizen, which sometimes I felt like I was. It's just hard because my wife was distanced from both, like, her dad and her stepdad, and then she got back and, she got a relationship with him, and then they both passed away, like, right after the other. So I don't know if she, I don't think she understands the effect that has on our relationship, because to me, there's still a lack of accountability, and I'm teaching my daughter that whatever choice you make is on you. Like, everyone's accountable for their choices. So
Tiffany has a response for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. So.
Well, I mean, that's got to be hard to not meet them and then or not to have them and then to have them and then be gone. Because I think that's my struggle with, like, she was meeting my dad. Like, my mom turned 60 next year, and my dad was older than her. So the reality of, like, possibly finding him and, like, he died. Like, I remember, like, finding a news article a few years ago and thinking, like, he was dead possibly, and being like, oh, damn, I missed the boat. Like, well, that's messed up. So, yeah, like, she is processing a lot in regards to, like, grieving, like, what she missed. Like, processing, like, oh, I missed all that time. I could have tried to kind of do that. And then trying to hold on to the very little she had. So I would say just, like, be patient with her, and in whatever way you can to support her in unpacking it. Because that's what's been helpful with me in all my relationships with men, is I've just been very open about all the layers of fucked up male relationships, because I know that's where all my garbage comes from, is male relationships. So just to be patient with her and just, like, help her unpack it as she's willing to. Because, yeah, I got hella baggage, but as long as you're there to help me unpack it, I'm down.
Hey, man, we appreciate the call. Thank you so much, Jack.
I was about to say, she's not really willing to unpack it, because right now we're trying to unpack each other. So
what do you mean? What does that mean?
You know, he's been, Jack calls every night.
They're struggling, yeah. So
they going through it.
Well, what I would say is, because you already know, you've been listening, you know my situation in transition, and it's hard to be in a relationship where you feel like only one of you's doing the self-reflecting, unpacking, working, building part.
Okay.
So
let me get it.
I'm just saying, like, be patient with yourself also, and don't think you're the only one working, because she might be trying to process some other stuff that she just hasn't articulated to you yet. So just be patient in the process, because you don't know what she might just be unpacking on her own.
And then let me just follow up with, damn, her process. A lot of times we interrupt our own personal growth because we're trying to look to see if our partner is studying too.
Right. That's how I was like,
that's not how it
let
works.
Her do her thing and do your thing.
You get what you get out of the relationship. She gets what she gets out of the relationship, and you both get it at two different times.
Oh, always at different times.
So sometimes you derail your process of understanding and growing because that desire to want to compare. Well, I don't want to be the only one working on this relationship. You should be working too.
I see what you're saying.
No, like that fucks you up, bro.
Yeah.
That fucks you up. Stay in your lane. Where's LeVar Ball when you need him? Stay in your lane.
I'm just saying, if she asks you to be supportive, be supportive. That's all I'm saying.
But support, a lot of times when we support people, I'm just saying people in general, some but not all.
Yeah.
When people support people in general, a lot of times we become emotionally invested, mentally invested, physically invested, and now we invested in the outcome. Mm-hmm. No, your support ain't got shit to do with the outcome.
Right, that part.
It ain't got nothing to do with the outcome.
Right.
But sometimes we get so caught up in the outcome. Yeah, I want to see the payoff. No, that's dysfunctional right there.
Yeah.
You're supporting for support's sake.
Yes.
You're not supporting. So you want to be on the podium at the championship awards. You want to be like, yeah, because I support it.
Right.
No, that's not. You didn't let your ego get involved in your support. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the call home, boy. Callers, I see y'all coming. Y'all coming through. Callers, speak on it. What's your name and where you calling from? Caller?
Hello, Zoe?
Yes, this is Zoe.
Zoe, this is Reggie from Indianapolis. How you doing?
Hello, Reginald. How are you?
Oh, just finding names.
You know that nigga's name is Reginald. You're going to try to call in with the slang version of his name. Hey, this is Reggie.
Reggie Reg. Yeah, come on now.
Is your name Reginald?
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Right on.
What up, Reginald? Speak on it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually calling to take a page out of your book about all black women are beautiful, all that kind of thing. But that is definitely the case. My daughter, I've been married 15 years. I've called into your show before. I've got a 13-year-old daughter, and, she's a daddy's girl now. And she goes to a little private school where there's only a couple of black people at her school. And a lot of times, we always hear about the angry black woman or, black women having all these daddy issues. I find that from what I see with my daughter's experience, I've coached a lot of her kids from kindergarten. The women on the other side are just as dysfunctional. They might have the daddy in the house, but they are completely running the house. And so I've seen that all from kindergarten, and now she's getting ready to enter 8th grade. I go to all the field trips because I don't feel that the men will protect the women and children there. The parents, the men are so completely soft. It's really an epidemic. So, although our black women might have their little issues, I know on the other side, I think they have theirs. I just try to teach her to, hopefully, I want her to find a man that's strong enough that will call her on her bullshit if she gets it, because she's a strong-willed woman. My wife is definitely a strong-willed black woman, but sometimes I put up with bullshit just because I want to stay here for her, and I want her to let her know that I'm just not going to cower down and bow down because somebody is upset, or has a tummy ache or whatever the case may be, So I want her to see that instead of seeing a lot of these guys tuck their head between their legs.
Wow.
And so you know what I mean? So, you know, I like I said, I appreciate what you do, Zoe, and you know, this is a great topic because right now she's at some kind of rap game concert right now in Indianapolis.
Jeez.
I let her off with her buddy. I don't have to fool with her because she's a good girl. So, and I think her head's she's doing something right. I think her head's on straight. So, you know, I appreciate your topic today.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate the call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy your night.
All right, you too, brother. Woof.
It's so funny when dads think their daughters are so innocent.
We got another one. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Speak on it.
Hello?
Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, this is Lori. I want to talk about the people who have a two-parent household.
Speak on it.
I basically came from a two-parent household. I have a mother that pretty much taught her daughters how to just depend on the man, and that's about it. And just have way too much trust in the man. Now, my thing is, my mom, she also had envy of me. Every little thing I done, she always had some type of hate towards me. Because my grandparents also pushed their grandkids to do better than all their kids. So, basically, from when I was growing up, and then when I got into college, there was a lot of things I had to deal with. And then also the fact that I had to drop out of school because of her. So she wanted me to drop out of school because of her. And she did not want anything. She did not want me to be better than her. So, but when I grew closer to my dad, because also my parents went through a divorce when I was about 13 years old. And about that time, there was a lot of, you know, we were young, so we didn't know. We were living with my mom, and so she told us to say, hey, you know, just be in favor in her. So about the time when I got older, I listened to my dad's story. That's when she disconnected with me. And so when I grown closer to my dad, that's when all
hell broke loose.
Yeah, that's when all...
Because you're supposed to be on mama's side.
Yes, I'm supposed to be on her side. But also, I was still kind of learning from my dad, and my dad was just kind of a non-emotional type of person. So I was I didn't know how to, like, talk to either one of them. Like, if I wanted to, you know, especially when it comes to relationships or adapting to other, you know, just, you know, like when I'm in a relationship, because I was in a relationship where it was kind of mental abusive, and then it progressed to just physical abuse. He pretty much was like kind of passive, like, okay, you need to kind of just let it go and whatnot. It was kind of a burden for me because for the fact that I needed somebody right then and there, both of them just pretty much abandoned me from, you know, where I need them the most. Because I need that guidance.
Right.
But both were still stuck on each other's, you know, hate towards each other, that they forgot about their own kids.
Wow.
So that's what I want to say about, you know, it's not about being single. It's not about, you know, people with us, you know, I mean, people, you know, who grew up, I can't marginalize everything. But from my point of view, from when I grew up, I grew up in a household where I did have two parents until I was 13 years old. Both divorced. They both remarried to other people, but they forgot about their own kids. And
so watch this, honey. I asked this question earlier. How has an ongoing dysfunctional relationship between your parents caused you to feel less love for your father? And how does this behavior affect your ability to choose a good relationship mate? Now, you've already outlined how mom is salty and in competition with you, and then got even more salty when you tried to foster a relationship with your father. Listen, this is why this call is so important. Do you know how many times this happens across the country and it kind of goes unchecked and it doesn't get this kind of exposure? This is something normal. The idea of, nigga, we could do this without you.
Yes.
The idea of, you did your part by planting the seed in me. The rest is on me. A lot of mamas are like that. And it's good to have you around. That's cool. But make no mistake, nigga, don't think you special. Don't think, if you left, shit wouldn't be still cool. Speak on it, young lady. You have the floor.
Well, pretty much me and my mom don't have a relationship anymore because I pretty much cut that off about 5 years ago. Now, me and my dad is starting to grow our relationship because we really didn't have a relationship. So I'm starting to hear his side of the thing. But my dad paid for my college tuition. So did my stepmom. They've been there for me. It's just a lot of things that my mom just, it's just that she has a lot of hate towards my dad and also towards me because I am my daddy's child. So I act like him, I look like him.
And you ain't shit like him too.
I ain't shit like him either, but I'm better than her.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, Mom, don't be listening, girl.
Yeah, we hope your mama ain't listening. Hold on. Shit.
I don't care if she listens, but,
So watch this. Watch this, though. Sweetheart, watch this, though. You got to heal it with mom. You know that, right?
You're pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Because, but listen to me. Listen to me, honey. Listen to me. The same thing that I'm saying about women who have a disjointed relationship with dad and how that affects who you pick, that shit is the same if the relationship with mom is disjointed. See, mothers are in such a seat of power because shit, you lived in her for 9 months. You're connected to her. And any dysfunction in her is perceived as okay because it's her. And I'm not saying you don't see something wrong in your mom. But at the end of the day, whatever you see wrong in your mom kind of sometimes in a lot of situations doesn't matter. That's my mama. I got to roll with it. That's what comes with my mama. And as I laid out earlier, dads, because of feminism, radical feminism, not normal feminism that deals with equality and equal pay and that kind of shit, but radical feminism has the concepts that men are disposable and unnecessary, really.
But
to the left, my nigga. Go ahead, finish.
But can I say this? I have 2 other siblings. I have an older sister. She favored my sister the most. Between my brother and I, because me and my brother got the same dad. Me and my sister don't have the same dad. So she favored her the most.
Is her relationship with that child's father better than her relationship with your daddy?
I can't say because her dad was a drug dealer and all kind of stuff. My dad was a legit guy.
But that don't mean the way they interface ain't cool. There are some women out there who got children by multiple daddies. They got some of those daddies on child support and others not.
She didn't put him on child support. She put my dad on child support.
I'm not saying what she did. Yeah. I'm painting a picture that there are some women out there who treat certain children different based off of the quality of the relationship of the father.
Well, I don't know, because my brother is more torn than anything. He's kind of like me, but worse. I kind of reconcile with it because I just, let it go. Because I try to make it up with her, and she's not listening, and, it's just the ways that she is. But it's not fair because she had a mother and father in her life that pretty much try to push her to do better. Just like, when my grandmother was alive, she pushed all her grandkids to do better and go to college and be successful.
She didn't have no favorites.
She had a favorite. It was my sister, who had a child with a married man. Now, I don't have any kids whatsoever. Me and my brother don't. I went legit. I graduated from college. I went to college at 17 years old. And I had to drop out because I had to take care of my own mother because she did not want to take care of herself. So a lot of stuff that happened between me and her, we was fighting and all kind of stuff. I lost a lot of opportunity because of her. Now, I can't just fully blame her, but it's just the fact that, it kind of did hinder me from being in relationships because my guard was way up. I don't want to be hurt. I can say I was insecure.
Well, what are you doing right now to fix all of that? Calling in here?
Right. Well, I'm just getting the answers. I just want to hear you out.
Well,
because,
okay. Well, let me give you a little something. Let me give you a little something then.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. All the shit you've been through was designed to make you stronger. And I know a lot of people think, oh, that's a cliche, but it's the truth. Listen, every time you go through some traumatic shit, you get a choice. Am I going to let the traumatic shit make me a Sith Lord or a Jedi?
Yes, that's the true thing.
Because when you look at the Sith, it's feed into your anger and fear and ego. Yes, the more angry you are, the more disappointed you are, the stronger you become. A lot of times we empower the trauma we've been through, and that gives us fuel, right? But then on the flip side of the coin, the Jedi, listen, this happened because it was an opportunity for me to learn something about myself and then elevate.
Facts.
Every time you go through something, there's an opportunity to elevate spiritually. Everybody running around. This is why I get on Tiffany so much. Because Tiffany is really smart, but she leans too much on her intellect and not enough on the heart chakra, right? So, no, I don't need to really, if he come find me, I'm cool. I'll fuck with him if he looking. But the reality of it is, Tiffany has a lot of work to do spiritually in order to reconcile that rift with her father.
Right.
And a lot of that has to do with embracing the fact that she needs to do it. Sometimes you be like, I don't need that shit. Look at her. Look at her over there. She. But do you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean,
the real truth here is, what do you want out of holding on to this trauma? What do you want out of that? If I hold on to this, what am I going to get from this? What am I trying to get from it? Am I trying to use the fear and anger to propel me through life? Because guess what? You'll accomplish a gang of shit with fear and ego and anger. You'll accomplish some shit, but guess what? You'll be unfulfilled once you accumulate all of this shit and it ain't really had no meaning. Or can you go the Jedi route and say, I went through this and it was painful. Now let me transmute the pain into power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want the Jedi route.
No, you're not. I could feel the Sith in you.
No, I did. I actually did. No, I actually did. Because I actually had, I'm still waiting on my mom to call me She
Yeah.
has my number and everything.
No.
I haven't
Watch
heard
this.
from
Let me
her
help you,
in
hon.
5
Let me help you.
years.
Let me help you, sweetheart. Let me help you. Don't wait on mom. Do you understand? You gotta listen to me. Listen, just hear me. Just hear me. I know it hurts, but you gotta let her come on her own, and the only way to do that is to let her go. And when I say let her go, I don't mean let her go forever. I mean let go of the yearning, because the yearning is gonna cause the churning in your spirit, the pain, the hurt. That's gonna turn into rejection. That's gonna turn into, oh man, my mom don't want me. No. You've got to let go of the yearning. And you need to understand. The only way to magnetize anything meaningful into your life is to send out love.
Yep.
With no expectation.
None.
But this is why I'm saying Sith. This is how I can feel the Sith. Because when you send out, I reached out to her, she's not listening, she's not responding. That is the way of the Sith. Because now what happens is you owe me a response. Entitlement. Right? You owe me at least that. You're my mama. Why would you do? That's the Sith. The Jedi is, it is what it is.
Yep.
I gotta let it go. It is what it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, sister?
Yeah.
And I know it hurts because it's mom. I know it hurts because it's mom. But because it's mom is the real reason why you gotta let it go.
I mean, I did let it go.
No, you didn't.
It's just
No, you didn't.
I did let it go.
You in here
I did let
crying,
it go.
sweetheart.
Stop it.
I'm crying.
Sweetheart, you're in here crying. You didn't let it go?
I'm crying because it's sad on my part, because everything I'm talking about is a reflection of what I went through.
No. Listen to me, sweetheart. Listen to me, sweetheart. Not what you went through. What you're going through.
Yeah, you still going, baby girl.
Remember, Carl Jung, what we resist persists. Remember, Iyanla Van Zant, you can't say you've actually forgiven someone until you can bring some shit up and not have the residue of hurt and sadness associated with the incident. Do you hear the hurt and pain coming back from what you're talking about right now regarding your mother? You're not over it yet. See, that's one of the problems. I say you better know the difference between being over something and moving on. Mm-hmm. You just moved on. You're not over it. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, okay. That's fine. Okay. If I could hug you, I would. Here, I'm gonna send a hug through the microphone. Can you feel it? My arms are around you in vision. My fingers are tickling your ribs right now. See, she laughed. Good. We're there. Thank you, baby girl. We appreciate that. Thank you. Call me anytime. Jesus, somebody needs a coaching session. Get to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Click the coaching, and I will reach back. Let's do it. Caller. You're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Welcome to the Voice of Reason. Where your daddy at?
Darnell, Tuscaloosa.
Darnell, where your daddy?
Dang.
My dad, he cool. He in Biloxi right now.
Word, Mississippi. Let's talk about it, man. Let's speak on it.
Yeah, I got a couple points to make. I feel like it's important to know both of your parents, to know yourself better. But I'm 29 now. When I was like 18 or 19, I listened to Farrakhan, and he did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about the Mati or the God.
The Mati.
Yeah, the Mati or the God or whatever. That's when I was like 18 or 19. It always stuck with me. But then when I probably was like 26 or 27, I listened to this guy named Zoe Williams. And
that dude.
Right, and then you did it for me, and then I listened to Veronica, and she really did it for me. And then, like, right after I started listening to Veronica, I met my girl or whatever, and you always talk about, like, love, like, there's no doing in love. Like, when I met her, we never did nothing or none of that and all that, but, like, when we met, automatically, like, we start having, like, them 5 or 6 hour orgasms, like, nonstop for, like, 2 months straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I was like, whoa, and then it
Hold on. Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
That orgasm music. Let's go.
Oh my God. I'm dead.
Serious. Very, very, very serious.
The orgasm music, I'm dead.
Yeah, let's go.
Jackrabbits.
Tuscaloosa.
Love it.
In here on the juice side of the game. Speak on it.
Yeah, like I say, but it always stuck with me what Farrakhan was saying about the Mati, the God, but it didn't even come to me until like I say, till I bumped into you and made me think of it, like I need to follow this because, and then I told my partner for like 15 years. When I first listened to you, like I say, I was kind of happy like your son, right? I ran to him and was like, man, you got to listen to this dude, Zoe, but I was smoking at the time, but I don't smoke no more or drink or nothing like that no more, but I was like, man, you can't, hey, but don't listen to him. I told him like, Jeff, hey, don't listen to him while you high, though.
Word.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call, man. That shit means the world, bruh. Thank you.
I think it
Thank
really
you so
opens
much.
you up, right?
Hey, listen. I know we got one more. Let me just say this real quick, man. Like, I inspire a lot of people, but I have to be honest, man. Like, I'm a flawed individual. And it's important that that people who listen to me understand that. Like, I have a wonderful relationship with my 2 oldest children, but a sketchy one with my youngest, right? My youngest boy, right? And I need that relationship to get better. And a lot of the reasons for why it's sketchy is on me. You feel me? So I don't ever want to present an image that is perfect, that isn't currently under construction. With that said, I still have amazing moments that validate who I am as a great dad. My son has been in Oakland for the past 3 weeks since he got out of school, second semester. Working with Damon Lillard and other pros, getting trained up by, some high-end NBA guys. And he been working like crazy, lifting weights every day, doing beach workouts, and then going to train with these guys on the basketball side, and then going to play with overseas players. He's been doing that for 3 weeks straight. And if he didn't get a cold 3 days ago, he's been down for 3 days, basically. But the trainer called me and was like, he need to be down because he's been working so motherfucking hard that his body needs a rest, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So he's gonna come home. But the motherfucker called me one day and was like, Dad, I'm at Berkeley. I'm at UC Berkeley. And this motherfucker just rolled up on me and pulled over the car and was like, yo, Young Lion, New Williams, Zoe's son. Yo, come on, man. I got to get out and take a picture. I got to holler at you. Your dad has done this and said this and changed my life and did this. My son was like, these niggas see me out on the street like that. They just know me. He was surprised by it, but it also made him feel good because he's like, my dad is out here changing people's lives. And this isn't the first time this happened to him. It happened to him while he was at Auburn. He walking into the locker room, somebody go, New Williams, Young Lion, I fucks with your dad. Now, As a person who is typically hard on himself, this shit doesn't feel good to me when there are other areas of my life that are disjointed. So I'm always striving to try to fix shit. Do you know how bad it is to be in a situation to where you can't even be human? This is what I mean by that. To error is human. To forgive is divine. Black people in America are in such a fucked up situation where we derive strength and power from putting each other down, from hurting each other, from disrespecting each other, to the point where we can't hurt each other because forgiveness is damn near null and void amongst each other. Now, when the oppressors or when people in power who maintain racial infrastructures, when they hurt us, we're more than willing to forgive them because there's a benefit in forgiving them because they'll give us some kind of opportunity. But we don't see opportunities coming from each other, so forgiveness is damn near null and void. Yikes, man. Being a daddy, especially a black daddy in America,
it's hard.
It's hard.
It is hard. I'm not a black dad, but I can only imagine my dad in and out of jail. A black man, another statistic, not able to get educated and all type of stuff. And, he has his daughter he don't have a good relationship with, and all his other kids too. We came in sets of 3. So it's the first set, they call them first set of 3 and the second set of 3. They say first set of 3 had it worse than the second set of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my brothers and sisters have reservations on my dad that I don't even have, because
you don't even know about.
I don't even know about. And we have reservations on my dad, and my brothers and sisters may seem like, to them it's like, oh, y'all just disrespectful. But it's like we had a whole nother feel for dad than y'all did. It's just different.
Right. Yeah. Man, this show is amazing. This hot monkey lava. We've got one caller left. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where are you calling from? Speak on it. Caller. 54321 Boost Mobile. Well, we're close to the end. Ladies, I want to hear from you.
Sir.
In 30 seconds or less, starting with angry ass Smurf. What does fatherhood mean to you?
Fatherhood means just a positive male role model that just shows you how you're supposed to be treated, how you're supposed to be taken care of, and a good representation of just someone that can, that just has their everything together. Like, if you can count on him. Like, you know what I mean? I know moms are nurturing and everything like that, but dads are a little bit different. They're supposed to, because they take care of the mom. So it's like you look up to them to be that, to be the strongest, like being able to just, when it all gets bad, like he's going to be able to pick up the pieces. He can fix anything. He can do anything. And he's always available for you.
Oh, that's so great. Keep going. Tiff. Oh, that's good. I want you guys, because this is going somewhere. I'm going to wrap this. So move quickly.
No, yeah, I was going to say a father role to me is a male that's able to demonstrate giving correction while also being supportive and dependable. So, like, again, he's supposed to model what your expectation for all other men in your life, not just like, not romantically, but just any man you let in your space. He's supposed to demonstrate what those boundaries and what those relationships are supposed to look like.
Wow. Vanessa.
I agree with what the first two ladies said. I mean, daddy's there to show you how to set the boundaries that need to be set in the correct places. It's important to be able to differentiate, what's good and what's bad, and what's being a writer and what's being smart about your choices.
I smoke a bag of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just think
you're badass.
Oh,
come on.
I just think a dad is definitely a foundation for the male, the way you see a male in your life. He is the example of how you view him, and whether he shows you a positive light or he shows you a negative light, I feel like that is going to be the foundation you follow.
I love it. Do you see how much pressure is on the dad? Did you guys hear all the definitions?
Yes.
So there you go. That's dad's job.
Right.
Wow. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The Voice of Reason. We'll be back Monday with another heater. You already know.
Check me out on Instagram, ARREYON. Shout out to Zave985 for showing love and drawing all these beautiful artwork of me and my fellow castmates.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you. We'll see you next week. Deuces.